From the heart of New Orleans, under the bright lights of the Caesars Superdome, two SEC heavyweights collide in a clash dripping with tradition, talent, and title-level stakes. Tonight, the Georgia Bulldogs, battle-tested, bruising, and built for January, roll into the Crescent City with championship expectations and a defense that hits like a freight train. Across the field, the Ole Miss Rebels arrive with swagger, speed, and a playbook that can set the turf on fire. The former Lane Kiffin's crew has danced through the SEC with fireworks all season long, and they didn't come here to play it safe. They came here to shock the world. Red and black, red and blue, power versus pace, grit versus flash, and a bull built for legends. Only one will rise. The Sugar Bowl, Georgia, Ole Miss. And we are underway. Ole Miss will start with the football, and they will begin shy of the 20-yard line. So here comes Trinidad Chambliss and this Ole Miss offense out first as we take a look at our ground game greatness presented by Chipotle. Two great running backs, Kawan Lacey on one side and Nate Frazier on the other. First down starting at the 19-yard line for Ole Miss, and we are underway with a throw to the outside, and Harrison Wallace only able to muster a yard, knocked backwards by Raylan Wilson to get the day started. Ole Miss coming off of a win against Tulane at home in round one. And now they've got a big test here in the Sugar Bowl against Georgia, here from New Orleans. And Chambliss throws it to the outside this time. This is Daquan Wright, and Wright's got a first down to the 31-yard line, and the game's first down. First down belongs to the Rebels offense. First down at the 31-yard line. Again, another quick throw. This is Wallace again, and he gets swarmed after about a 4-yard pickup. Brought down on the play by Dalen Everett, and it's 2nd and 6. Second down and 6. We have not seen Lacey yet, and we still don't get him. It's another screen, and this time not getting a whole lot of yardage, maybe just a few yards to Caden Lee. And now 3rd down and 4. We've just been seeing screen after screen after screen to start this game. And now an early 3rd down test for the Rebels on their opening drive. Third and 4 from the 37-yard line. Opening drive. Chambliss has a wide open man for a first down. DeJon Stribling moves the chains for the Rebels offense and keeps it going. First down at the 48-yard line. Logan Diggs remains in the backfield next to Chambliss. Play action. Chambliss got hit as he throws, gets it out to Wallace, and he gets about half the yardage needed on first down. And Raylan Wilson is slow to get up for the Bulldog defense. Second and 5 from the 48-yard line. Play action again. Chambliss stands in, fires down the middle of the field, and it's nearly intercepted. Ellis Robinson nearly took it away, and now 3rd down once again. Third and 5 here for the Rebels just across midfield. Chambliss, it's an option play, and he's just going to take it. Chambliss for a first down and more. Down the sideline and knocked out across the 30. 19-yard scamper for Chambliss on 3rd down. And the Rebels keep their opening drive moving. First down up to the 29-yard line. Now they hand it off. This is Diggs, and Logan Diggs takes it out across the 25-yard line, pickup of 5 on first down. Good-looking opening drive here for the Rebels to start this game. Just methodically marching the field right now against this Bulldog defense. Second down at the 24-yard line. Give it to him again. Logan Diggs, good hit. Justin Williams, the tackle, just a yard on the run, and now another third down on this opening drive for the Rebels offense. They are 3 for 3 on this drive already. Need to get to the 19-yard line on third down and 4. Shameless fires downfield, and he had an open man, and he missed him. Incomplete. Looking for Dazon Stribling, and Ole Miss fails to convert that time on third down, and we'll see what the decision here is for the Rebels early, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Opening drive for the Rebels, and it's fourth down and 4. Extra man on the blitz. Shameless to the outside, incomplete, he missed it. Sailed the throw over the head of Caden Lee, and the Bulldogs take over. A fourth down stop to start as we take a look at our quarterback face-off presented by Chipotle. Trinidad Shameless and Gunnar Stockton, 2 excellent quarterbacks in the college football world. And now Georgia will take over for their first drive at the 23. And on first down over the middle, it is incomplete. Looking for Delp, and Stockton misses his first throw. Second down. A lot of weapons on this Georgia offense. Oscar Delp, that was Lawson Lucky, the target on first down. One of 2 excellent tight ends they have in this roster. On second down, Stockton over the middle, and he overthrew by a lot. Incomplete, third and 10. Maybe it looked like a little miscommunication there, and now a 3-and-out opportunity here for the Ole Miss defense to start this game. Third down and 10 on the opening drive for the Bulldogs. Stockton stands in. Extra man comes late. Deep down the sideline and incomplete. Knocked away defensively by Ricky Fletcher. And Georgia goes 3-and-out on 3 straight incompletions. So a good start for the Ole Miss defense. Stockton starts the game off 0 for 3, and Georgia on to punt it away. And this one will be fielded at the 24-yard line and return out near the 40 by Traylon Ray. And now that's where Ole Miss will begin their next drive. Promising start, turned it over on downs their first time. And they started off on the ground here with Logan Diggs making moves to the edge. And Logan Diggs with a solid run on first down of about 8 yards to start the drive for the Rebels. They had a promising drive there last time. They turned it over at the Georgia 23-yard line. Passed up on the field goal, try to go for it. Their defense holds Georgia to a 3-and-out. The Rebels offense back out there, 2nd and 2. Diggs again, right side. Big hole and a first down run out across midfield. 4 carries, 20 yards already for Logan Diggs here in the first 5 minutes or so of this opening quarter. First down up to the Georgia 47-yard line. To throw, Chambliss. Stands in. Down the field, overthrown. Looking for Daquan Wright, and it's second down. Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans, home of the New Orleans Saints, hosting the Sugar Bowl here in the College Football Playoff quarterfinal. 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line. Diggs again, left side, and a good tackle is made defensively by Raylan Wilson, bringing up third down. It is loud in the Caesars Superdome. 3rd and 9 for Chambliss. All day to throw. Chambliss steps into it, launches one into the end zone. Jump ball, incomplete. A flag is down. He was going for Caden Lee. And a pass interference on the Bulldogs keeps it going for the Rebels. They spread everybody out, way out wide. They fake it to Lacey. Chambliss over the middle, incomplete. Off the hands of Lee, and it's 2nd down. Both of these quarterbacks kind of struggling to start this game. Both of these secondaries playing well, and that might have been knocked away there by C.J. Allen. And now 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line. Logan Diggs back in at running back. Then direct snap to him, and Diggs couldn't get the edge. Elo Madozi makes the tackle, and now 3rd down. So another 3rd down here for the Rebels on the edge of field goal range. Chambliss with an extra man coming on the blitz to the outside. Another flag flies in. Getting close to the 1st down is Daquan Wright, but this one might be coming back. And it is. And he was short of the 1st down, so Georgia's still going to push him back, though, right to the edge of field goal range at the 40. 3rd and 19 for the Rebels. Just a 3-man rush this time. Chambliss fires up the sideline, and it's incomplete. Off the hands of Logan Diggs. 4th down, and now decision time here for the Rebels, kind of in no man's land. Chambliss might have led him just a little too far, and bearing down on him was KJ Bolden. And they're going to punt it away, so the hold becomes costly on the Rebels. Knocks him out of field goal range, and a punt on the way. This one goes straight out of bounds up at the 22-yard line, so not a good punt. And Georgia will begin drive number 2 at the 22. Play action to start the drive. Stockton's got his first completion. Oscar Delp pays the price at the end of it, but gains 6 yards on 1st down. The hit was made by Suntarian Perkins. So Stockton gets his first completion after starting 0 for 3. And now 2nd and 4 on the way here for the Georgia offense. On 2nd down, a quick throw, pass is caught. Zachariah Branch for a 1st down. First down of the game for the Bulldogs offense, and they get it up near the 40. So starting 0 for 3 was Stockton on their first drive. So far 2 for 2 on 2 plays. First down at the 39-yard line. RPO, and this one's caught. 1st down into Ole Miss territory. Noah Thomas goes up to make the catch, and from 0-3 to 3-3 on this drive is Gunnar Stockton. Good catch going up to get it. All passing plays for Georgia so far. And they continue that streak as he throws to the outside, and Thomas again, and he's got another 1st down up across the 35. 27 yards on 2 plays for Noah Thomas back-to-back, and Georgia's on the move. To the 34-yard line, 1st down for the Bulldogs. Now they give it to Thomas, his first carry. Hit initially, trying to fight his way forward, and he's able to muster out a yard. Swarmed by that Rebel defense, and Deshaun Womack is down for the Rebels. Second and 9 at the 33. Play action, Stockton fires, pass is caught. Good catch in traffic by Dylan Bell. His first catch takes him inside the 25, and another 1st down for the Bulldogs offense. First down to the 23. Quick throw, pass is caught. Dylan Bell again. 6 more yards on first down, taking it into the red zone. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense on their first drive at a very quick 3 and out. This time they are marching. And a second down at the 17. On second down, they give it to Frazier, trying to bounce it to the edge. He does! A flag is down behind the play as he takes it inside the 5. And this one is in the neighborhood of holding. Drew Bobo, the center, the guilty party. Second and 11. Stockton gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Bearing down on him was Will Eccles. And now third down and long here for the Bulldogs. Third down and 11. Watch out for Oscar Delp in the slot at the top of your screen. Branch in motion. Stockton on third down. Fires down the seam, and he had a man, but he missed him. Incomplete. He was looking for Frazier. And it's fourth down. And similar to the Ole Miss drive last time they had it, a hold kills the drive for Georgia. And here comes the field goal team. Peyton Woodring on to try to put the Bulldogs on the board. And he's got it. 3-0 Georgia. So the first points of the game come from Peyton Woodring and the Georgia field goal team, and it's 3-0 Bulldogs here in the opening quarter from New Orleans. Woodring sends it away. Here comes Ole Miss. The return by Ray brings him out to the 18-yard line, and that's where the Rebels will begin on offense. First down for the Rebels. They started off on the ground. Logan Diggs trying to slip through the line, and he gets sprung down by Ja'Cory Thomas after a pickup of 5. So we've been seeing more Logan Diggs so far early in this game. Kawan Lacey just a couple touches. As Ole Miss looks to get the running game going here against this Bulldog defense. Second and 5, low snap and a handoff, and a good play. Third down once again on the way for the Rebels offense. They spread everybody out way wide to each of the sidelines. 3rd and 6. Shameless on the move, pressured and sacked. Raylan Wilson. And Georgia forces a 3 and out. The Will linebacker gets home for the sack for a defensive front for Georgia that has struggled this year compared to years past. They get the linebackers in to get the game's first sack and force an Ole Miss punt. Georgia should start with decent field position here after this punt. Spiraling punt, fair caught at the 42. Here comes Georgia's offense back out there. 3-0 lead here with just over 3 to play in the opening quarter. Ooh, Ole Miss was offsides for a moment there. They get back in time. Stockton on the run. Floats it downfield, and it's nearly picked off. Oh, it was sitting right there. And they couldn't bring it in. Second down. Right off the hands of Cole, who kind of turned around at the last second. And it's second down. Stockton swings it out for Frazier. Delp out in front blocking, and not very well. Gain of 4, setting up third down. 3rd down and 6. A pump fake by Stockton, a launch by Stockton, up the sideline, and incomplete. Going for Noah Thomas defensively, Jalen Braxton was there, and it's 4th down. So on to punt it away, the Bulldogs. Brett Thorson gets the punt away, comes towards the near side, and out of bounds inside the 5 at the 1. So a good punt. Ole Miss backs against the wall. Screen trying to get him some yardage. Gets a couple yards to near the 4, and it's 2nd down. Final couple minutes going by here in the opening quarter. 3-0 Bulldogs have the lead. Good start to this game. 2nd down and 8. They hand it off right up the middle. Kawan Lacey, a couple yards shy of the 1st down to the 9-yard line. And now 3rd down and 2 deep in their own territory for the Rebels. All the big boys in here on 3rd down and 2. They hand it off to Lacey, and he's got enough for a 1st down. The second effort got him in, and that was actually DeZaun Stribling who lined up in the backfield to run it for a 1st down. So the Rebels keep the drive alive up to the 12-yard line, still backed up deep. But a new set of downs for Chambliss and company. Fake it to Diggs, blitz is coming, and a wide open man, pass is caught. DeZaun Stribling, this time through the air, and a 1st down for the Rebels up near the 30. So 1st down to the 29-yard line. Screen, another one. Caden Lee is nowhere to go. Stuffed at the line by Xavier Brown, and it's 2nd down at the 30. A lot of screens in this opening corner for the Rebels. As the 1st quarter winds down, they do come up to the ball. They don't have to snap it here on 2nd down. They do snap it. They give it to Diggs, and he gets brought down before he can get going by Dijon Lee Jr., and that'll take us to the end of the opening quarter from New Orleans. 3-0, Georgia has the lead. Entertaining start to this game. Start of the 2nd quarter, 3rd down and 8 for the Rebels. Chambliss on the run, incomplete. Tried to fire it back over the middle. No chance. 4th down, and the Rebels will have to punt it away again. So another punt on the way here for the Rebels. Zachariah Branch with the fair catch at the 26-yard line, and that's where Georgia will begin on offense, leading by 3. Early stages of the 2nd quarter. And Stockton fires up the sideline, and this one is caught. What a catch by Zachariah Branch up near midfield, and a good start to the drive. A contested catch by Branch as Sage Ryan went up for the interception, and Branch took it away. 1st down to the 49. Again throwing is Stockton. Coming to the near side this time, and incomplete. 2nd down. Second down, ball at the 49-yard line. Again to throw. Stockton quick slant, caught by Branch. And he gets driven backwards just shy of the 1st down. 3rd down and 2 on the way. 3rd and 2 at the 43. They give it to Frazier. He's got a first down as he spins his way out across the 40. Tackled down by Wydett Williams, but it's too late. First down, Bulldogs. And they're inside the Ole Miss 40-yard line now. First down at the 37-yard line. Stockton to the far side. Pass is caught. Dylan Bell gets close to a first down, and Stockton is already over 100 yards. Second down and just about the length of the football away. Handoff. Frazier. Burst inside the 20. And Georgia takes it into the red zone. First down, Bulldogs. And another good-looking drive for this Georgia offense. First down at the 18. Stockton, quick slant, caught Thomas. Brought down immediately after just a couple yards on the pickup. Just shy of the 15. Second down here for Georgia. Second down and 8. They give it to Frazier. Trying to cut it back, and he meets a wall. Suntarine Perkins was there on the tackle, and now third down and 7 here for Georgia. Need to get to the 8-yard line for a first down. Third down and 7. Stockton fires, end zone, incomplete. Looking for Dylan Bell. The pressure was put on. And it's fourth down, and here comes the field goal team again for Georgia. So that's the second time Ole Miss has allowed Georgia to get down in striking distance, but then holds the bend but don't break mentality. And Woodring out to try to make it a 6-0 lead, and he's got it. So Georgia tacks on another field goal, 6-0 our score here with 10 minutes to go in the second. Return will start from about a yard deep, and he tries to fight his way, and he can only get to the 15. And that's where Ole Miss will begin, trailing by 6. On first down, over the middle, wide open. And here is the speed. DeZon Stribling off and running. And he's dragged down inside the 25, and a huge play to start the drive for the Rebels offense. All alone. And the speed of DeZon Stribling flips the field on one play, and now a first down up to the 24-yard line. Fake it to Diggs. Chambliss fires to the over the middle, incomplete. Up to get it, DeZon Stribling again, couldn't bring it in. And it's incomplete, second down. Second down to the 24-yard line. This time they do give it to Diggs, and he gets stood up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Justin Williams there on the tackle. And now third down and 10 for the Rebels after that big play. Need to get to the 14-yard line. Chambliss steps up, floats it. End zone, jump ball, batted away, and a flag is down in the backfield. And this penalty is going to be declined to bring up. No, they're going to accept it and back him up. Interesting. 3rd down and 20. Chambliss, extra man comes late. Fires and the pass is caught, but short of the 1st down. Pass was caught by Caden Lee, and now 4th down and 7 at the 21. And the Rebels are going to bring the field goal unit out to try to get on the board. From the right hash to cut the lead in half. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. And Ole Miss is on the board for the first time, and it's 6-3. No touchdowns yet in this game, just 3 field goals. From inside the 5-yard line, the return by Zachariah Branch gets to the 15. And Georgia will begin there. 1st down, 6-3 our score. Defensive battle to this point for the most part. And on 1st down, Stockton, pressure in his face, spins away, dumps it off for Frazier, who has open space. Spin move by Frazier, all the way down across the 35, and that was improvisation at its finest. 1st down to the 36-yard line. What a play by Gunnar Stockton to find Frazier in the flat, and then a good spin move broke him free. 21 yards as he gets right around Centarian Perkins. And then takes it for additional yardage and a good start to the drive for the Georgia offense. First down to the 36-yard line. Another screen, this time dealt. Brought down immediately. TJ Daughtery there. 4-yard pickup for the tight end Oscar Delp. Just over halfway through the 2nd quarter now. Here's Frazier, who has nowhere to go. Wyatt Williams Jr., the tackle, and now 3rd down and 5. Third down at the 41, 3rd and 5 here for Georgia. Stockton steps into it and fires an incompletion, but a flag flies in. He was looking for Dylan Bell. That's the 2nd time Georgia has gotten a 1st down on a 3rd down pass interference call. 1st down up to the 44-yard line of the Rebels. Stockton stands in with all day. Pass is caught to the 30-yard line. Zachariah Branch. And we have an injured Bulldog behind the play. Ernest Green. The right tackle was down. Now 1st down to the 30-yard line. Play action. Stockton hit as he throws to the middle. Caught. Touchdown. Dylan Bell. Gunnar Stockton stood in. He took a hit. And Dylan Bell gets it in the middle and takes it in for the game's first touchdown. And the UGA chants start to rain down here in the Superdome. Extra point up and through, and it's 13-3, a 10-point lead for the Bulldogs. 5 plays, 85 yards down the field. And Dylan Bell gets the game's first touchdown. He's going to bring this one out of the end zone. And he's wrapped up shy of the 20-yard line. So here comes Ole Miss back out, trailing by 10 now to the Georgia Bulldogs. 6:32 to go in the second. Here's an RPO, and he had a wide open man, and he missed him. Incomplete. Second and 10, ball at the 17. Play action, flag flies in, Chambliss over the middle, pass is caught, stiff arming his way free is Lee, but this one might be coming back. Penalties killing the Rebels right now. And that backs him up inside the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 18. Quick screen, and not a lot there. Daquan Wright sets up 3rd down and long, 3rd down and 14 from their own 13. Third and long for the Rebels. 4-man rush by the Bulldogs. Watch out, sack, ball's out. It's sitting on the goal line, and it's going to be a safety. Things going from bad to worse very quickly here for the Rebels, and it's a safety for the Bulldogs, and put 2 more on the board. So the Rebels free kicking it to Georgia after the safety, fielded at the 31-yard line and returned just shy of the 40. So it's a 12-point Georgia lead and the football, 5:26 to go in the second. Play action, Stockton over the middle, pass caught, Thomas, first down, out across midfield, and Stockton is approaching 200 yards already. And Georgia's starting to pull away fairly quickly here. First down to the 46-yard line. Play action, Stockton to the outside. Branch goes up to get it, and he's got a first down as he fights his way inside the 35, and Stockton has hit over 200 yards in this first half. First down up to the 32-yard line. Again to throw, Stockton over the middle, pass caught again, first down to the 20. Oscar Delp this time with the reception, and Georgia on the move again, taking over in this second quarter against this Rebel defense. And he threw it right over the top of TJ Daugherty. First down to the 20-yard line. Frazier, left side. Frazier, burst away. Touchdown. Pure domination in the second quarter for the Bulldogs. A touchdown, a safety, and another touchdown in a matter of minutes. And they are taking over here in New Orleans. The UGA chants raining loud in the Superdome. And it's 22-3. 4 plays after the safety. Touchdown run from Frazier. And in the blink of an eye, Georgia leads 22-3 with 3:34 to go before halftime. From about a yard deep. Out across the 15-yard line again. And Ole Miss will set up shop at the 17, fresh off of giving up a safety leading to another Georgia touchdown. Chambliss off the play fake, taking a shot deep down the sideline, and this one is knocked away and incomplete. Ellis Robinson, the defense. Georgia continues to play strong in the secondary, and it's 2nd and 10. Second down and 10, ball at the 17. Chambliss, incomplete. Nowhere close, and now 3rd down and 10. And things are looking very ugly right now for the Rebels. Third down and 10, just a 3-man rush. Chambliss steps up, fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. A little behind Caden Lee. Might have gotten a hand on it, but instead, 4th down. And this is not looking good for Ole Miss. Zachariah Branch from the 40-yard line, making people miss out across midfield. And Georgia with another short field in front of them, up by 19 and a chance to add on even further here before halftime. Stockton on 1st down, floats it downfield for Branch, overthrown. 2nd down at the 49. Second and 10 from the 49. Frazier left side, and good open field tackle by Ole Miss and TJ Daugherty. 3rd down coming up. Georgia has absolutely exploded in the 2nd quarter. It was 6-3 coming in after the end of 1. Stockton on 3rd down, on the move, sets his feet and fires, dropped by Oscar Delk. 4th down. And a gift given to the Rebels there, a defensive stop, and here comes the punt team. Georgia punting it away, looking to pin the Rebels back deep, and this one goes out of bounds at the 12. And that's where Ole Miss will take over. They need to score desperately. 1st down, 2:18 to go before halftime. And they hand it off. This is Kawan Lacey who tries to fight his way forward. Few yards on the carry, brought down by Everett, and we have an injured Georgia Bulldog down. Second down and 7 here for Ole Miss. Chambliss keeps it this time, tried to run it up the middle, and he gets brought down after very little yardage. Elo Madozi with the tackle, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. In a 2nd quarter that has been dominated by the Bulldogs, a 19-point lead. Ole Miss looking to add on before halftime. Third and 5 from the 17-yard line. Desperate conversion needed here for the Rebels. Chambliss slings it. Pass is caught by Wallace for a 1st down out across the 25. He was working on Ja'Cory Thomas, and finally a 3rd down conversion for the Rebels. First down up to the 26. Chambliss coming to the near side on a quick throw. Caden Lee, very little room. 2 yards is it. And it's 2nd down. 90 seconds and counting to go before halftime. And still a long way to go for the Rebels. All 3 timeouts for both teams here approaching halftime. They spread everybody out way wide. Shameless on second down, standing in. No one open. Swings it out. This is Diggs, and he's got a first down. Out of bounds across the 35. Clock stops with 1:13 to go. Good protection up front by that Rebel offensive line. And a first down up to the 37-yard line here for Ole Miss. Shameless keeps it, running right side, got a block on the edge, and he fights his way forward to the 45-yard line, pickup of 8. And a timeout taken by the Rebels here with 1:08 to go. 2nd and 2 here for the Rebels. Shameless with a pump fake out to his right, gonna run. Shameless out across the 40 of Georgia. And a big first down run for Trinidad Shameless. They take it to the edge of field goal range, down by 19. Clock ticks down, under a minute to go. Ole Miss still hanging on to 2 timeouts. Shameless, quick throw, pass broken up, big hit delivered. Gabe Harris delivers the blow, and it's 2nd down. Second down with 50 seconds to go. And they hand it off. Diggs. Flag flies in as Diggs fights his way near the sticks. And this looks to be another penalty on the Rebels. Second down and 20. Shameless over the middle quickly and completes. Daquan Wright. Timeout Rebels to the 37-yard line with 42 seconds to go. 3rd down and 9 here for Ole Miss. On the edge of field goal range. Shameless on 3rd down. Stands in, fires, passes caught, and getting close but not quite there is Harrison Wallace. Timeout Georgia this time. Wallace tried to make a move, and he might have cost himself the first down, and now decision time for the Rebels, and they're going to go for it. 4th and 1. They hand it off, and that's a first down for Lacey as he bursts his way through up near the 15. 32 seconds to go before halftime. Nobody calls a timeout. Clock stops briefly to reset the chains, and there it goes again. A field goal here does technically make it a 2-score game at 16 points. Ole Miss up to the ball quickly. And they hand it off again. Big hole for Lacey. First inside the 5, and it's 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. And now things are starting to get interesting here before halftime. Does Ole Miss go for the touchdown here? They have not called the timeout yet. And the clock continues to tick down now. They come up to the ball. 11 seconds, 10. Shameless ready for the snap. 7 seconds and counting, still not snapping it. Here it is. Shameless looking, a lot of time coming off. Shameless swings it, open and dropped, and a flag flies in as well with 1 second left. And it's on the Rebels. But with 1 second, Ole Miss survives just barely. The field goal unit out for the chip shot, and it's up and through. Wow. Almost a horrible clock management mistake there at the end, but the Rebels do get the field goal, make it a 2-score game. 22-6 at the break. Georgia dominated that second quarter. Start of the second half here from New Orleans. The Superdome has been electrifying, and the Georgia Bulldogs dominated the second quarter. Ole Miss showed a little bit of life on offense to end the first half. But Georgia up by 16 will start with the football, and they will start shy of the 20-yard block. So here comes the Georgia offense out there first to start the second half. Leading by 16. Started off with Frazier, who gets brought down behind the line. Good play up front. TJ Daughtery, the tackle. And a good start defensively on the first play of the second half for the Rebels. Second down and 11, ball at the 16. RPO and nearly picked. They had a defensive lineman drop back in coverage. Will Eccles nearly had the play of his career. And now third down and 11. This would be huge for the Rebels to force a 3 and out to start the second half. Stockton over the middle, incomplete. And a 3 and out forced by the Rebels defense to start the second half, and we have an injured Bulldog, Monroe Freeland. So a 3 and out forced by the Rebels defensively to start the second half, exactly what they needed to have happen. And their offense will set up at the end of this return, out across the 35. So here comes the Rebels offense, a little bit of a promising drive to end the second half, the second quarter for the Rebels. Quick throw, pass caught. Daquan Wright, 7 yards on first down. Ole Miss was held out of the end zone in that first half, just a couple field goals to show for it. They're down by 16, which is 2 touchdowns and two two-point conversions. Second down and 3. They hand it off up the middle for Diggs, and he gets stood up just in front of the sticks. And now third down and inches on the way here for the Rebels. Third down and inches at the 45. They give it to Diggs, and he just does get enough for a first down to the 45-yard line. First down, Rebels up to the 45-yard line. Screen to the outside. This is Wright, who has nowhere to go. Good play by Ja'Cory Thomas defensively for the Bulldogs, and it's second down. Second down, ball at the 45-yard line. RPO and caught. Good catch. Dazon Stribling, who has been a bright spot in this Rebels offense. And he picks up a first down out across midfield into Bulldog territory. Strong hands on the catch, working on Ellis Robinson. First down to the 43-yard line. Give it to Diggs, trying to stretch it to the edge, and he goes backwards. Ellis Robinson, loss of 3 on first down for Ole Miss. So second and 13 now here for the Rebels. Fake it to Diggs. Chambliss fires low, incomplete. Third down and long on the way. Chambliss has looked uncomfortable in this game. And now third down and 13 here for the Rebels. Need to get up to the 33-yard line. Third and 13. Chambliss stands in, floats it down the sideline and out of bounds. Nowhere close. Luke Hayes, the target. Fourth down. And here comes the punt team. So Ole Miss having to punt it away around midfield. Looking to pin Georgia back. This one goes off the side of his foot and out of bounds up near the 30-yard line. So a shank. And Georgia will take over at the 29. Up by 16, the Bulldogs. They give it to Frazier up the middle, and he takes a hit at the 30-yard line. Big hit delivered by Xavier Harris. And it's second down. Second down and 8 here for the Bulldogs. Stockton to throw, sets up a screen. Frazier way back behind the line, and he gets back not even to the line of scrimmage. He lost one. Jalen Braxton with the tackle, and now third down once again for the Bulldogs. Third down and 9 for Georgia. Need to get to the 39. Stockton stands in, fires downfield, wide open. Dylan Bell spins his way up across the 40. And a third down conversion for the Bulldogs. And there was nobody near Dylan Bell and the conversion they needed on third down and 9. First down at the 41-yard line now. Into Ole Miss territory for the Bulldogs. Play clock down to 2. Get the snap away. Fake it to Frazier. Stockton steps up, going to run. And he tried to spin his way free. Breaks the tackle. Reaches for the first down. And fumbled the football. Picked up by Ole Miss. Back the other way. Ricky Fletcher. Nothing but green. And Fletcher takes it in for the touchdown. What a game-changing play. Gunnar Stockton fighting for extra yardage. Reached forward and lost the ball. And Ricky Fletcher with a scoop and score, and the Rebels are right back in business. Wow, what a turn of events. The first takeaway of the game for either side, and now Ole Miss will try to go for 2 to make it a one-score game. Chambliss, oh, he's dumped, no chance. They let him right through, and it remains a 10-point game. But what a turn of events. The Rebels' first touchdown comes on defense, and we've got ourselves a 10-point game. Kristen Miller gets in for the sack, and nobody even blocked for Chambliss there. From the 1-yard line, Zachariah Branch out across the 25. So here comes Georgia back out. Gunnar Stockton with a mistake, a defensive touchdown on the fumble by Stockton, and we've got a 10-point game. Ole Miss trying to claw their way back in. First down for Georgia. Stockton over the middle. Pass is caught wide open. Oscar Delp takes it to midfield, and a good start to the drive for the Georgia offense. And Gunnar Stockton is having himself a day. Despite that fumble, he's thrown for 270. After that completion to Delp, who was all alone, working on TJ Daughtery. And a first down up to the 49-yard line. Fake it to Frazier. Stockton stands in, taking a shot. Flag flies in as he goes to the end zone. Knocked away. Incomplete. Ricky Fletcher, the defense, and this one's on the Bulldogs. First down at the 20-yard, first down at the 39, 1st and 20. Give it to Frazier. Burst through the line initially. Frazier fights up across the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 8 now, as we approach the halfway point of this third. 2nd and 8, Stockton over the middle. Pass is caught. Delp brought down shy of the first down. TJ Daughtery makes the tackle. And now a 3rd down and 3 on the way here for Georgia. Third down and 3. Stockton over the middle, caught wide open. Zachariah Branch takes it down to the 20. And another 3rd down conversion for the Bulldogs, and they are taking it to the edge of the red zone. First down to the 20-yard line. Give it to Frazier, cuts it back, and Frazier brought down by Eccles after a pickup of 4 to the 16. Second and 6 from the 16-yard line. Fake it to Frazier, dump it off for Delp. Oscar Delp takes it to the 5, and it's 1st and goal. And Gunnar Stockton has hit over 300 yards in this game. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. First and goal, ball at the 5. They hand it off, hit and dropped in the backfield. Perkins makes the play, and it's 2nd and goal. Frazier back in the backfield, 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Stockton with a blitz coming, goes underneath the Branch, who can't get anywhere. Tackled down immediately by Jalen Braxton, and now a big 3rd down and goal on the way. The difference between a touchdown and a field goal is a 3-possession game and a 2-possession game. Big 3rd down here for the Rebels defense. 3rd and goal from the 5. Noah Thomas in motion in the backfield. They swing it to him. Thomas with a long way to go goes backwards. Swarmed by that by that Ole Miss defense. Wydent Williams Jr. the tackle, and now here comes the field goal team for the Bulldogs. And Ole Miss, their defense holds down in the red zone to keep it a 2-score game. Peyton Woodring on for another try to make it a 13-point game. And he delivers. So 13-point Georgia lead now. 25-12. From about a yard deep. Out shy of the 20-yard line. So here comes Ole Miss's offense back out. They got help from their defense with the touchdown, and now their offense looking to go down and score their first touchdown of the game, perhaps. Here's a handoff, Kawan Lacey. Good start to the drive up near a 1st down. Call it 9.5, just shy of the 1st down, 2nd and inches. Second and inches for the Rebels, ball at the 28. Screen to the outside. This is going to be a 1st down. Caden Lee didn't get a ton, but he does pick up the 1st down. Tackled down by KJ Bolden, but the Rebels keep the drive alive. First down to the 29-yard line. RPO screen. Daquan Wright knocked out of bounds after about 4 yards. Driven out by Everett, and it's 2nd down. Ole Ole Miss's offense has only been able to muster out a couple field goals. No offensive touchdowns for them. Their only touchdown came on a scoop and score here in this third quarter. 2nd and 6 for the Rebels. Another RPO. Watch out. My goodness. The defense by C.J. Allen, the hard-hitting middle linebacker, and now 3rd down and 6 on the way. Third down and 6 for the Rebels. Chambliss standing in. Chambliss floats it. Pass is caught. First down up near midfield. DeZon dribbling again. And Chambliss stood in there and just floated one in there perfectly. First down, Rebels. Just threw it right over the defense. Dangerous when you float one over the middle like that, but it works that time. First down, under a minute to go in the third. Another screen. Breaking a tackle is right, and getting a first down is right. Into Georgia territory to the 42-yard line. Final 30 seconds of the third quarter winding down. 25-12 Georgia. Chambliss underneath, pass is caught. Harrison Wallace slips a tackle, and Wallace takes it inside the 30, and another first down for the Rebels, and they are on the move now, trying to get back in this game. And that might take us to the end of the third. Ole Miss comes up to the ball, final seconds tick down, and they do not snap it. Ole Miss trying to fight their way back in. 25-12, Georgia the lead at the end of 3. And this fourth quarter could become very interesting. Start of the fourth quarter here from New Orleans. 25-12, Georgia has the lead. Ole Miss on the move inside the Bulldog 30. Chambliss off the feint, going up the middle, wide open, caught inside the 10, and driving his way to the 5-yard line is Caden Lee, and it's 1st and goal for the Rebels. First and goal at the 6-yard line. Here's Diggs up the middle, and Diggs fights his way near the 2-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal from there. Ole Miss has not scored a touchdown on offense in this game. Touchdown here can make it a 1-score game. Kawan Lacey back in at running back, 2nd and goal from the 2. They do not give it. Oh, big hit, ball's out. It's loose, scooped up by Georgia. Here come the Dogs back the other way. It's Elo Madozi. Does he have enough gas? He's gone. Touchdown. What a turn of events! Both defenses in this game now have scoop and score touchdowns, and Elo Madozi flips the whole feeling of this game on one play. Wow! Chambliss got absolutely dumped in the backfield, and Elo Madozi says hello. And instead of a 1-score game for the Rebels scoring, Georgia builds on to their lead. My goodness. Extra point is good, and it's a 20-point Georgia lead. Wow. No return this time. Out to the 25-yard line come the Rebels. What a turn of events. They had second and goal at the 2-yard line, and they were staring at a defensive touchdown going back the other way to make it a 3-score game. 2 yards there on first down on the quick throw. So 2 defensive touchdowns in this game, 1 for either side. And Georgia's defense has put up 9 points in this game with a safety earlier. Kawan Lacey has nowhere to go. And it's 3rd down and 8 on the way. Trips receivers to the right on 3rd down and 8. Shameless over the middle, incomplete. And there is a flag in the backfield as well. Wow. And Ole Miss is going to keep the offense out for 4th down. 4th down and 8. Shameless standing in, and he had a wide open man, and he missed him. And Georgia takes over in Ole Miss territory at the 27-yard line, and things are looking bad for the Rebels. Here's a 1st down carry for Frazier. Makes a man miss, and Frazier's got a 1st down as he gets hit hard at the 15, but a 1st down nonetheless. And Georgia looking to put this game away here early in the 4th. From the 16-yard line, 1st down, Frazier again. Up the middle, he runs, and he fights his way to the 10-yard line. 2nd down after a 5-yard pickup for Frazier. Second and 5, ball at the 11. Frazier again. This time, nowhere to go. Brought down by Perkins, and 3rd down and 6 on the way. Third and 6 from the 12-yard line. Watch out for Delp in the slot at the top. Stockton over the middle. Pass is caught. Wide open. Touchdown. Zachariah Branch, and the dogs are barking here in New Orleans. Easy pickings for the Georgia Bulldogs. And they add on to their total. 26-point lead with the extra point still to come. And they are staring down at a semifinal berth. Extra point up and through. 39-12. The 4th down stop deep in Rebel territory by the Bulldog defense sets up the offense with a short field. They take advantage, adding on another touchdown, Zachariah Branch, and it's 39-12. 11:24 to go in the 4th, and Ole Miss is in deep trouble. And how much of an impact does this have with the Lane Kiffin exit? We may never know, but it's been a struggle bus today for the Rebels. Shameless on 1st down, spins around, floats it downfield, and he had another open man that he missed. Incomplete. And Shameless has not looked good in this game. Second and 10, ball at the 18-yard line. Shameless over the middle, pass is caught. Harrison Wallace has got a 1st down to the 30. That'll move the chains for the Rebels. With 11 minutes to go and counting in the 4th quarter. A 27-point lead for Georgia. First down at the 30, play action. Shameless stands in, steps into it, up the sideline, underthrown, batted away. Flag down in the backfield, and this one might be on the Rebels again. Penalties have just killed the Rebels in this game. One of the things, at least, that has killed the Rebels in this game. Now first down and 20, back at the 20. And they hand it off, Lacey. Oh, big hit. To the 25-yard line, takes a blow from Qua Russaw, by Raylan Wilson, and it's second down. Shameless on second and long, incomplete to the near side. Third down and 14. Third and 14. Shameless pressured up the middle. He's going to go down. Christian Miller with the sack for the Bulldogs, and it's fourth down and a mile. Pure domination by Georgia for most of this game. Beautiful swim move to get his way through. And it's fourth down and forever, and Ole Miss is going to go for it. Fourth and 20 here for the Rebels. He's going to have to take a shot down the field and hope for the best. Shameless fires, incomplete. He had an open man again, and he missed him. Shameless does not look good. Georgia starts at the 20-yard line, 9 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Just looking to salt away at this clock and add on even further to their lead. Stockton tried to set up a screen for Frazier, and it's incomplete. Second down. Second and 10 at the 20-yard line. Stockton fires, end zone, incomplete. Zachariah Branch, the intended target. Now third down and 10. Third and 10 at the 20-yard line now. Georgia not shying away here on offense. Stockton will throw, and he throws it into the ground. Incomplete, fourth down. Ole Miss's defense holds after the short field given to the Bulldogs, and now the field goal unit will come out. Try to make it a 30-point game. Peyton Woodring has already hit 3 field goals in this game, looking for number 4. Make it a 30-point game, and he knocks it through. And Georgia builds on to their huge lead. 42-12 with 8:54 to go in the fourth. Return by Ole Miss will bring him out shy of the 20-yard line, and now Shameless and company at this point will look to just finish the season off with some pride. First down, ball at the 18. On the fake, Shameless over the middle, pass is caught for a first down. And that one was caught by Caden Lee to move the chains near the 30-yard line. 8.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Huge lead for Georgia. Staring at a semifinal berth are the Georgia Bulldogs. Kawan Lacey to the 35-yard line, pickup of 6. And that's it as we hit the 8-minute mark to go. Here in this fourth quarter of play, dominated by Georgia in this game. The second quarter really propelled them. It was 6-3 at the end of the first quarter. No touchdowns. Georgia built onto their lead in a huge way as Chambliss goes underneath and the pass is caught by Lee just shy of the first down as we hit the halfway point of this fourth quarter. It was 6-3 at the end of the first quarter, and by halftime it was 22-6. Georgia just exploded in that second quarter and didn't look back. There's a first down on the sneak by Trinidad Chambliss. They had the safety on defense after they scored a touchdown, and they just haven't looked back since. Ole Miss has not scored an offensive touchdown in this game. Only 6 points to show for their offense, 6 points on their defense. Juan Lacey gets stuffed at the line and dropped. Second down, and we have an injured Georgia. That's Dalen Everett. Second and 10 from the 40-yard line. Here's a toss, Kawan Lacey. Nowhere to go. Big hit delivered. And they're still flying to the football, are the Bulldogs. Up by 30. So many storylines surrounded Ole Miss towards the end of the regular season. Lane Kiffin exiting to go to the LSU Tigers. A lot of question marks on how they would do in the postseason. They got past Tulane in round one. A lot of people say that game just doesn't really count as a flag flies in on this incompletion. And it'll go against the Georgia Bulldogs for an automatic first down. But a lot of storylines around this Rebel team. Lane Kiffin exiting. How will the Rebels play in the playoffs? They beat Tulane at home, but now getting dominated here against the Bulldogs. Chambliss, pass incomplete off the hands of Caden Lee, who took a hit from behind, and it's second down. Second down ball at the 46. Little dump off. This is right. Third down and 6 on the one. Under 5.5 to go here in the fourth quarter from New Orleans. On 3rd and 6, Chambliss steps into it, up the sideline, and incomplete. Luke Hayes, the intended receiver, and it's fourth down again. Now we'll see if the Rebels want to go for it again. I don't see why they wouldn't. Here trailing it by as big as they are here in the fourth. And they are going to go for it on 4th and 6. Chambliss on 4th down. Taking another shot towards the end zone, and it is caught by Wallace. Touchdown. So the Rebels get their first touchdown of the game on offense on a good catch by Harrison Wallace. They've been trying to go down the field all game long, have not had success, but Wallace goes up to get that one. Up against KJ Bolden defensively for Georgia, and Ole Miss is into the end zone on offense for the first time tonight. And they're trying to end this game with some pride here. The extra point will make it a 23-point game. And it is up and through. 10 plays, 82 yards. The big throw to Harrison Wallace for the touchdown. And Georgia still leads big, though, here in the fourth. 42-19 our score. Now the onside kick try is dove on by Georgia. 4:44 to go in the fourth quarter. Georgia just looking to salt away the final few minutes. They're going to throw it. They set up a screen for Frazier with blocking, and Frazier steps out at the 41-yard block. Pick up a 5 on first down. On second down, Frazier up the middle has got a first down to the 35-yard line. Good game for Frazier, 80 yards, a touchdown run earlier in this one. And Georgia, if you're in the betting world, is covering the spread by a lot. The spread coming in was only 6.5 in favor of Georgia. They're beating that up by 23 right now. Frazier again, left side, another big hole. Frazier into the secondary out across the 20, and he's approaching 100 yards now on the game. He's adding on to his stats. First down at the 18. Frazier again fights his way forward for maybe a yard before he's brought down. Will Eccles the tackle, and it's second down. The final 3 minutes or so salt away from this game. Georgia is 3 minutes away from a semifinal berth. 2nd and 9 from the 16. Another handoff. Right side and taking it inside the 10-yard line. Set up 3rd down and 2 at the 9-yard line. Third and 2, Frazier back in there. They do not have to snap it, and they do not. We've hit the 2-minute timeout here in the 4th quarter. Georgia 2 minutes away from a semifinal berth, dominating the Rebels here in New Orleans. Third down and 2, opposite side of the 2-minute timeout. Stockton keeps it, and he's going to get brought down short. So 4th down and 1. Clock will continue to tick down on the Rebels season. And a lot of things to figure out during the offseason for this Rebel football team. Lane Kiffin exiting to go to the Tigers. Peyton Woodring comes out for another field goal try. And he has been a machine in this game. Defense has been good. Offense has been good. Special teams has been good for the Bulldogs. And they put up a 45 spot on the Rebels here in the college football playoff quarterfinal, dominating performance. Return from the goal line for Ole Miss. Out to the 25. So, a minute 14 to go. We'll see if Ole Miss can finish their season off with some pride. Trinidad Chambliss and company come out for one final time. Chambliss with a quick throw and overthrown again. He has struggled in this game against this Georgia defense. Second and 10, minute 11 to go before the Bulldogs can celebrate a semifinal berth. Chambliss steps up, and Chambliss runs it. Ooh, lowered his shoulder and got a first down to the 40-yard line. Ran right through C.J. Allen for a first down to the 40-yard line. So first down to the 40. Final minute of this game. Kawan Lacey stuffed in the backfield. Another good play up front by Georgia, and it's second down. And we'll get maybe one more snap in this game before we can start shaking hands. Second down, Chambliss, quick throw, pass is caught. And spinning his way down is Stribling. And we do not need another snap in this game if Ole Miss chooses so. 45-19 our score. Final seconds tick down here in the 4th quarter. Ole Miss does come up to the ball, and we might get one final play here in garbage time. Shameless. Pass is caught for the conversion out across the 45. Shameless over 350 yards through the air, but not enough to get it done. And the final seconds will tick down off the clock. A dominating performance by the Georgia Bulldogs. And they are moving on to the semifinal in the college football playoff. The SEC champions defeat the Ole Miss Rebels. And they dominated this game. It started in the second quarter, where they just exploded on defense and offense. The turning point in this game when Ole Miss looked like they were going to try to make a comeback, the scoop and score touchdown where Ole Miss was going down to try to make it a one-score game, extended the lead for Georgia in the fourth, and they didn't look back from there. The Georgia Bulldogs are headed to the semifinal, looking to get back to the national championship here in 2025.